FAMBase.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Enjoy scary music and Halloween fun when the Buffalo Philharmonic Orchestra presents its annual Symphonic Spooktacular on Sunday, October 12th at 2:30 p.m.
We're live.
Enjoy
96.5 WUFO.
How to Train Your Dragon and
Waiting for Mookie. We want to see where Mookie at, but we got your boy in the meantime. You know what I'm saying?
In the Mary Seaton Room. All tickets just $8. Call 716-885-5000 or visit bpo.org today.
You're listening to the legendary man in 88 Power 96.5 FM radio.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Late Night Sports Report. I am Justus General. I'm here in place. Muki Hawkins is not here yet, so we're going to get things kicked off for you. I got DJ Ready Rob on the ones and twos back in the building. I ain't seen my man in a minute. Good to see my boy back in the studio. Hey, man, listen, we're going to go ahead and get the show kicked off. We got Bills versus the Patriots coming off a division loss. It was rough, man. It was rough. It was a little rough. Offensive penalties, turnovers, 3 turnovers from a team that had went 20 some odd straight games, winning the turnover battle. You now go 2 weeks where you either tie or lose. I don't really know what's going on with that. Penalties, false starts. No one lined over the tight end.
No tight ends.
We got Mookie back in the building. I mean, it was a ton of stuff that went wrong with this game. And, you know, Stephon Diggs absolutely lost his mind. He came back to Buffalo. Him and Josh Allen shared some pleasantries.
He shut us down.
He did more. I don't know. I know somebody on ESPN said that if Stephon Diggs was the Patriots, then the Buffalo Bills was Cardi B.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not inaccurate. Listen, I love Brandon Beane. Okay, I understand the cap issues we got with, Stephon Diggs is a part of those cap issues that we have, right? Still, recovering from that contract we gave him, and then he forced his way out and then somehow took the victim role. But that's neither here nor there. We're still facing the Von Miller thing. You got to pay your players, Milano, Deron Johnson, Christian Benford, Terrell Bernard, James Cook, that kind of thing to Dalton. I get it. But I do not feel comfortable going into the postseason with Taylor Rapp, Cole Bishop, DeMar Hamlin as the safeties, as the back end of this defense. I mean, everybody got cooked. I don't want to just put it on them. Everybody got the defense only held them to 23 points, which, if you look at it in a vacuum, is good. But situationally, the defense was pretty bad. The third downs, whenever the Patriots needed to convert, just like that, they got it. Drake made break and contain. I mean, maybe I just don't watch the kid enough, but I'm not expecting that. And if you're a Super Bowl caliber team, you can't really have Drake May going down the field to beat you. There was 4 minutes left in that game. Now,
can I ask you this?
Go ahead. What's going on, DJ?
this blew my mind. So on my show the day before, everybody that called, I had a few calls. All jokes aside, and they all said the same thing. Now, I said, do you blame the offense or the defense? I knew, who I blame. Guess what they all said? And I was kind of upset, but they all said, all different kind of people, too, even women. They all said they blame the coaching. But coaching can only do so much. If you don't have the physical talent, it's only so much you can tell that.
Oh, see, but that's where you're mistaken, my friend, my brother. That's where you're mistaken. We were the better team on the football field. I don't want there to be any dispute,
right? That's why I'm
debate about that.
That's a fact. No, I agree.
So if we got the horses to win the race, you jockey effing up. You know what I'm saying? If you know you got the secretariat, what was the reason you lost?
Okay, I'm gonna leave it right here. I'm gonna just say this: we had certain secondary to me that still shouldn't have been out there. It just happened to be this week that, you know what I'm saying. It was unanimous where everybody could see it, where the whole world could see it, but they were making numerous mistakes. 2 games we won because of a lucky fumble or a lucky interception. But come on, I think that defense, the secondary, not so much the line, but the secondary, missing tackles.
For sure.
Somebody got shook a few times by Diggs. I'm going to leave that right there.
For sure. So you're absolutely right. So the reason I would agree that it was the coaching is because you had umpteen penalties for hundreds of yards. Some of those penalties being no one lined up over the tight end. This is training camp stuff. You know what I mean?
What are we talking about?
Talking about the reasons Buffalo Bills lost. So his partners talked to him on the show. They asked, what was the reason the Bills lost? Was it offense, defense? He said the majority of the answers he got was coaching, which I tend to agree
All my
with.
callers said they blame it on the coach, and I thought the defense, but the callers said no, it starts with the coaching.
I agree with that. When we talk about the game in itself, offensively, let's just start offensively first.
Mm-hmm.
Offensively, you start the game behind the sticks already. And, last week, this first thing I asked Josh, not getting a rhythm. Why is this high-powered offense, once again, not able to get a rhythm? And, again, you start off getting behind the sticks. First play was a penalty. You're bad enough. You already got the ball like on your own 10-yard line. So you start off with the penalty. Boom. You get the first down. You get the sticks moving. And then because Keon Coleman wasn't out there. He didn't start because due to disciplinary reasons. We'll get into that. But I just think that you're doing too much on the everybody eat thing. Everybody can't eat in the beginning of the damn game. All right, you got to get your dogs. Your dogs need to eat. All right, James Cook needs to eat. Keon Coleman needs to eat. Dalton Kincaid needs to eat. Khalil Shakur needs to eat. Everybody else, y'all getting seconds. Y'all getting scraps. Josh Palmer, be happy with the $12.5 billion you're getting right now. But right now, you're getting scraps. That's just it. Like you can't get in a rhythm when you're having multiple substitutions. Every single play is 3 to 4 guys coming in at all times. And it's hard for you to establish any type of rhythm with all those substitutions happening. Right? And then we're too conservative with the play calls.
Yeah, 100%.
Very conservative with the play calls. Josh Allen had more rushing yards than James Cook. And James Cook was the NFL AFC Player of the Month.
Yep.
Why is that? And so offensively, Brady is not. Coach McDermott said you're getting a little too cute with the offense. Like, why are we doing flea flickers? I didn't understand the flea flicker. You're doing jet sweeps with your tight ends.
Yeah, which was one of the fumbles.
What was we doing?
One of the turnovers.
Yeah, that was the turnover. Like you doing stuff that you're normally not doing to pacify whom, and it's costing your team. You know what I mean? Give James Cook the ball. Let him continue to get the 4 or 5 yards of carry. Every time he touches the ball, it's 2nd and 6 or 2nd and 2. You know, James Cook keeps you ahead of the sticks. Then you don't utilize play action. We don't throw the ball down the field unless they're losing. So there's a lot of things offensively that they need to adapt to. They need to fix because it's a copycat league in this NFL.
But despite all the mistakes, and this is for you, Justice, despite all the mistakes, this is what I said since game one. I watched every game thoroughly, so we're not going to talk about last year. That's the past. But the reason why the last games that we played up until this one is the reason why we lost. I'm going to say this, even though, and this is what I always said, I said, even though if the offense has a bad day, which is going to happen, every offense has a bad day. You know, great offense have a bad day, okay? But if the offense have a bad day, we're automatically going to lose because we don't have the defense to complement the offense. The offense still, despite all the mistakes, I agree. Everything you guys are saying is absolutely correct. But watch this. We're talking about the offense. No, this is what I'm saying. But even though the offense made all of those mistakes, watch this. Justice, please listen. At the end of the day, we still went down there and tied it up. Hold on.
Right. That's
Josh still tied it up.
Right.
But who didn't? But then New England was able to drive down.
That's what I'm saying.
Win
It's because you're talking about defense now. We talking about offense first. We talking about offense. The coaching on the offense side. All right. The coaching on the offensive side. Conservative, don't have a killer instinct. We play down to our level of competition. We're just calling plays. We're not setting anything up. You know what I mean? You're not setting up. James Cook play should shut up Keon Coleman's play. Keon Coleman play should shut up Khalil Shakur play. Khalil Shakur play should set up Dalton Kincaid's play. Like, you don't have nothing set up. You know, it's no element of surprise. We're just calling plays. And we're taking James Cook out of the game in meaningful situations of the game when you need him out there. And we putting Ray Davis and Ty Johnson. Again, no disrespect. But we're down on a score. We're trying to score to tie the game up. We're inside the 20. They put Ray Davis in the game. Like, what are we doing? On 1st and 10. And then give him the ball. Give him the ball. Like, we're so predictable when he comes in. He's getting the ball. Not doing no trickery or no decoy, no nothing. But you're taking your best threat offensively off the field. And then teams are just playing man on you. They just, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Same game, same situation, same play. The Bills played Houston. All they did was man up and send heat. What did New England do? Manned up, send heat. They dared the Bills to throw the ball downfield one-on-one. Just as your thoughts.
Well, I mean, that is, well, if you got the corners to do it, that would be the game plan behind the Bills. You don't necessarily have a number one guy, a world beater, perceptively at least. I think Kalishki is really good. I think Keon Coleman can be good. But at the present moment, the perception is you don't have a world beater. So if you have great cornerbacks, you would play man and take. I mean, you look at what the Bills do. You got a guy running off the line, immediately turning around, and that's his entire route. I mean, that's our basic is really, our offense is really basic. 70% of the time the Buffalo Bills line up under center, they are giving the ball to the running back.
Right.
More than 70% of the times the Bills are in shotgun, they are throwing the ball. Like you mentioned earlier, there is no cohesiveness to the offense. Nothing sets up anything else. It's all just like, let's go with this play.
Yeah.
Let's go with this play this time. No, we ran this play last drive. Let's do that again. Like, it's like so mundane. It's like you got the best toys in the world, and you just playing it safe. And I'm not saying go out there and play crazy, but have some more creativity.
The Bills' offense to me is like this. You play spades? You ever play spades? You play spades, right?
Of course.
Bills' offense to me is like this. Joe Brady waits to the end of the game
to play all the spades.
Mm-hmm. Instead of playing all your spades in the beginning and run the damn table.
Mm-hmm.
And now your heart's just walking. Your clubs start to walk, right? When you run your spades in the beginning, you know, everything walks after that, right?
Yeah, jack of diamonds winning
just
the
like
hand.
just like everybody eats. You know what I'm saying? So this is all I'm saying with this offense. It's like a game of spades with Joe Brady. He waits to hold all his spades at the end.
That's a good analogy.
Instead of running the table with your spades in the beginning. If you know you got top dogs, why not run your top dogs in the beginning? And you rather run them late when you gotta run them late now. And sometimes they don't walk. Sometimes those books won't walk.
Sometimes you cut yourself.
Exactly. Instead of running the table with your trumps early on, controlling the ball game. So that's my issue offensively. Now, defensively, Brady Rob, you are absolutely correct. Because despite all the penalties, despite all the turnovers, the game was tied. It boiled down to one stop, and the defense couldn't get the damn stop again, and again. When it's time for you to get that stop, we don't get it. And Josh Allen has a front row seat to sit and watch him not get the ball back. How many times Josh Allen has sat down and watched the other team win the game, and is no more time on the clock. Like, you got to get the damn stop. Coach McDermott spent all 3 of his timeouts. Get the stop.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how important would a defense be to us winning the championship?
Very important. Defense wins championship.
Okay, that's the wrong question. Hold on. That's the wrong question. Let me rephrase the question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much faith do you have in the Buffalo Bills defense to stop a competent offense?
5.
I was gonna say 4.5. Yeah.
It's 50.
So why are we mad at the defense? That's what I'm wondering.
Why are we mad?
Yeah, nobody believes in this defense.
Get stopped.
Why you done? They don't have.
We get stopped.
They don't have the requisite talent to be competent.
Yes, you can.
Wait.
Why don't you have faith in it? Why don't you have faith in the defense?
And this is where the coaching comes in.
Why don't you have faith in the
This is
defense?
where the coaching comes in at. This is what I'm saying.
Whether it's the talent or the coaching, agreed. It's a mixture of it all.
Everything Coach McDermott said in his Monday presser, you know, because they watched the game now and they have a more clarity, you know, on what they saw.
You did what? Yeah.
So I love that. And a lot of people say that Coach McDermott isn't accountable. I beg to differ. He's very accountable. He even said it out the game. We got too cute. You know what I mean? So I mean, that's shooting at your offensive coordinator, let him know, like, hey, we getting too cute. Like, and he said it on Monday, like, that's not our brand of football. So I'll read in between the lines. In so many words, Sean McDermott was saying we should have been running that football with James Cook. Because he's physical. His thing is all about being physical. You know what I mean? We was not physical at all against New England. We was passive aggressive like we always been with Joe Brady. And we don't have a killer instinct. You know what I mean? For this team to be a Super Bowl contending team, we don't have killer. You know, it's like the Saints game. The Bills jump on them, 14-zip. They get the stop. The offense gets the ball back. And then they just going through the motions now. Mm-hmm. Instead of just running your spades. Play your last spade right there. Make it 21-zip. Game is out of reach now. They have to, they're super one-dimensional. And now you can pin your ears back and go get the quarterback. Hope he can make a turnover. Then you can put Ray Davis and everybody and whoever you want to put in after that. Because it's 21-zip. Early. Instead of it being a damn dog fight, and they change momentum. Instead of 14-zip now, it's 14-7.
But you're making my point.
What point am I making?
You're making my point. My point is that why are you relying on the defense when you know that you have the offense to be able to go put points on the board?
At that moment in time, got to get the other team off the field to get the ball back.
Agreed,
so we
but
can win.
No, they won't. They never do. They never do it.
Okay, well.
So why are we still acting like they're gonna do it? For sure. But if you hold a team to 23 points, the Buffalo Bills offense is supposed to win that game.
If you hold a team to 23 points,
absolutely.
What you mean, hold what team?
The New England Patriots had 23 points at the end of the game.
Holding the New England Patriots to 23 points.
If you hold any team to 23 points, the Buffalo Bills should win the game.
We're talking the New England Patriots.
The Buffalo Bills should win the game.
Patriots to 23 points.
Yeah, what Stephon Diggs had 150 something yards.
Okay, boom, my point exactly. Coaching tells you to double Diggs.
You don't believe in the coaching, Muki.
Wait a minute. Coaching tells you we gotta double this guy. He is killing our corners. Hold on. He is killing our corners. He had 12 targets, 10 catches, 146 yards. The next receiver had 2 catches. So let me say this. The Bills, you are a victim of your own success because Stephon Diggs, for 4 years in the uniform, did that to everybody until teams took him away, and now everybody had to eat because teams started doubling Stephon Diggs. Why we didn't use that same
because
recipe?
the coaching and defense is not good.
Right. Head coach is defensive guy.
But that's what
So
I've been saying the entire time. Hold on, let me make my point real quick. Okay, if I got a genius daughter and a druggy son who both go to the school fair, I'm not gonna expect the druggy son to be able to bring home the first place because the genius daughter couldn't make up for it. Hold on, just hold on. If the Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl this year, DJ Ready Rob, you ready? You here with me? If the Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl this year, the offense will be 7/10 of the reason why. That's even more than 7/10. So the Buffalo Bills offense will be the majority, the very likely majority of the reason
They
why.
won't win.
So okay, but
They
here's
won't win.
but
They won't win.
we haven't won one yet because
They
the
won't win.
defense has never been sufficient enough. So after almost a decade of showing you the same thing, why are we now expecting the defense to be good?
Wait, guys, right there. But I agree with you now, Justus. I've always said, people say every year this is our year. I want to say at least about 4 years ago, it was our year. You're right, but the defense could never.
Boy,
You
we
gotta
took
figure
Micah
that
Hyde and Jordan
defense-
Poyer for granted, brother. Oh my
No, we
God.
take them for granted. That's why I tell everybody.
Oh my
It's
God.
time to replace all pro safeties. We were spoiled. It wasn't no taking
We
us
were
for
spoiled.
granted.
We were
We
spoiled.
were spoiled.
And I ask both of y'all a question. I've been saying this every week, and I actually need your logic, Coach Muki. If anybody would know, you would know. Because I heard rumors at first why they didn't play Poyer, but this is what I said. People were clowning. What you mean? Or this? I said just name one person right now that plays Poyer position on the Bills that's better than him. Why wouldn't you play him? Why?
Yeah, I would have played for it.
I would have played for it too.
So I'm not crazy. Thank you.
I mean, why not?
I'd rather have the experience in there rather than somebody just running over the field and I know what they're doing.
Thank you.
But that ain't got nothing to do with adjustments. That's coaching.
But how do you make adjustments? Like when he was trying to tell you earlier, how do you make adjustments with, like you said, you could say ready route, run this route, this and that, yeah.
Look.
But if I'm not fast enough, or watch this, I hate to say this, but you say stop this person, but if I'm scared, well, I don't have the heart. You can coach me forever, but if I don't have the physical talent, certain people, the bottom line should not be out there.
I'm about to say you coming out with me. Hey, come here, son. Come on out. What's going on? Come on, let's talk about it. Well, you get in there. That's just simple. That's simple. I don't care how much money you making or whatever it is. If you're not getting the job done, hey, come here. Come on out. Come on, come talk to me. Coaching though, defensively. Now, they did make some adjustments. They started blitzing. Something we don't see.
They didn't keep contained though.
No, they didn't play tighter coverage. That was the issue. They wasn't playing tighter coverage. If I'm blitzing now, I'm being aggressive. The coverage wasn't tight enough.
How did that boy make the catch? How did Diggs make the catch?
Right,
because no one was near him.
Right, and why nobody near him?
Why you asleep?
Because you're not playing tighter coverage. It wasn't like it was.
If you're blitzing, the ball has to come out immediately. So you need to be up on the
receiver.
receiver.
To be up on the guy. We're not getting our hands up on the football. And then you do got to get his ass on the ground. Excuse my French. You do got to get him on the ground. You got to get the quarterback on the ground. And I said before the game even started, some of my keys to Ricky, do not let Drake May extend plays with his legs.
Out there looking like
the
Josh
offense
Allen.
got to play with urgency. None of that happened. The Bills didn't play offensively with any type of urgency, and they let Drake May extend plays numerously with his legs. Josh Allen style.
So, Coach, would you say that the Falcons have our number?
I'm gonna say they have a number, but the Falcons is in their own lane because guess what? They have a running back. They have receivers. They have a tight end. All right.
They got a rookie
They
quarterback.
have an offense. now.
Basically, rookie quarterback.
They have an who?
Michael Penix.
They came same draft with Drake May, bro. Same draft with Drake May. Same draft.
I ain't putting them
So
up
we
there
keep
for
talking about rookies and second year player. We just saw this guy go 22 for 30. 22 for 30 now.
But the offense had 3 turnovers and umpteen penalties, and we lost by 3 points. So with that logic, we should blow the Falcons out if we played the way we're supposed to play.
You and these ifs, man. If a frog had a glass ass, excuse my French again.
Well, what are we doing? We're here to analyze, right?
Ifs.
We're here to analyze. They was the cleanest team in NFL history last year. Where's the 3 turnovers and penalties coming from?
What adjustments do you make this week on the defense? What do you make, Coach? What adjustments?
Hold on, okay. So again, this is where our discrepancy comes in. I don't believe in the defense. Okay, so I'm not a defensive coach. I don't get paid millions of dollars to come up with a game plan every week and then throw out the same basic defense every week. Okay, so at this point, the Bills' defense is what it is because it has been for almost a decade. Right? So now my emphasis is on my all-time 1% top 5 quarterback of all time. Top 1 talent-wise.
Okay.
I want him to be able to go out and win games for
How
me.
can you do that for? How can you do that when you're doing bubble screens? You're not going down the field.
Thank you. Now we're asking the real questions.
What are we doing?
Now we asking the real
questions. Out of Josh Hans when he catches it, he got to throw a bubble screen to Khalil Shakur, or he got to do a bubble screen to the damn tight end. We don't have a vertical offense. We don't have explosive.
No
plays.
creativity.
We got explosive players, but we don't have explosive plays.
Mm-hmm.
You take James Cook out wide, and you want to talk about I want to preserve it. What you preserving him for? Like he can't get a game where he get 25 carries at least one time out of the season.
Saquon Barkley had 2 bands last year. You talking about preserving your running back?
You talking about preserving the guy? Like, don't make that excuse, man. I don't want to hear that. Like James Cook, he can pop it at any given time. Give him the carries, even if they is stopping him. 3 times in a row, whatever. He ain't get too many yards. But that next time, he might go to the house with James.
Derrick Henry. Famous for it.
He's a home run hitting type of back. You got to give him the football. And for him to score every week for the past 8 to 10 weeks, and we get inside the red zone, and y'all take him out, and y'all put Ray Davis in the game.
Consistently.
I don't understand that. He's bone dry. He's not in the flow of the football game. You know what I mean? And you still ain't got no rhythm because you keep taking everybody out and you still trying to work on whatever you've been working on all week in practice that's not working at this point. It's not working. And everybody want to talk about, he benched Keon Coleman for
disciplinary
he didn't start the game. Big deal. So what?
Yeah, I didn't care about that.
So what? He came in, he fumbled, he couldn't get going. But guess what? When the game was on the line, he contributed on a big third down. If you don't catch that pass, the game was over right then and there. If you don't make that catch on third down for that drive to stay alive, and then he ended up scoring on that same drive. And all we want to talk about is, I bet you. I get it, Keon. You got to get to practice, bro. But he was less than 5 minutes late. All right, let me just say that.
Oh wow.
He was less than 5 minutes late, and Joe Brady called McDermott, and that's how McDermott was allowed to it. So maybe it's something going on between Brady and Coleman that we need to figure out. But
are you serious right now?
5 minutes late.
Oh my God.
He don't start. They want to make a big deal out of that. That should have been kept in the house. That should have never been put on display like that. I mean, Coach McDermott going to keep it a buck on why and why, yeah. Because it's not the first time.
It's about to be Dorsey.
It's not the first time that Keon's done that. But okay. Again, it's the head coach's decision. And the head coach's decision said, okay, you just not going to have this serious.
Let me ask you a question, Mo. What is keeping the Joe Brady era from being Ken Dorsey 2.0? Meaning, you come in off of a guy who left or is gone, and you have an outstanding season. Playoffs, you get a little crabby for whatever reason, and then the next season you come out and not really look great.
The thing with Dorsey, and one thing I can say the difference between Dorsey and Brady is hell, you definitely knew the ball was getting thrown downfield. The Dorsey was throwing that ball downfield. Now, I want to say about it, it wasn't still, we didn't have explosive plays. We just threw, but we had a more vertical offense. Brady is a little bit more balanced. He's going to run the ball. Dorsey didn't put that balance component into it, and that's where he faltered at. Brady, that comes with more balance, but he's not aggressive in the passing game enough. He's more conservative, more dink and dunk, starting to use the play action now, but we're still not taking the shots that we need to be taking, down the field.
I'll also say Dorsey didn't have Aaron Cromer, because that boy is a genius.
Right. We say that. Oh, did he have Cromer?
No.
Did he have Cromer 1 year? Didn't he have Cromer that 1 year? Yeah,
he might have had Cromer the year he got fired. He might have had him that year.
One round of football. And you got to.
You know what? Yeah, because Brady came in and immediately started running.
Man, you got weapons, man, and you got explosive weapons. Like, why are we doing a jet sweep with Dawson Knox, and you got Curtis Samuel available? You got Elijah Moore inactive. Why? That's your speed guy right there. Why is he inactive?
Yeah.
It's a lot of just things offensively. You got the weaponry, but you're not using them right. He's not using none of the weapons right. Man, it's not good, man. And everybody said, all right, they only lost that one game, but we've been saying it even when they were winning, that something was wrong with this offense. James Cook has been a focal point in our offense, and you went away from that. Why? Because you thought New England was going to key on that? Go figure. They got to stop it.
Yeah,
right?
let them do it first.
Right, let them do it. Don't just overcoach and say we're going to do something totally different. And now you're completely out of rhythm now because you're doing something totally different than, what you've been accustomed to doing, the past 4 weeks. So, I get it. Injuries have played a factor in there, but there's no reason for you not to be having all your horses out there at the same time. Like, there's no explosive plays. You got explosive players. You don't have explosive plays, and you don't have them out there on the field all at once. Go empty. Go empty with James Cook. Put Keon at the slot. Put James Cook on the outside, and then your 3 receivers would be Kincaid, Khalil Shakur, and Palmer on the trip side. And just keep working that damn bubble screen over there with Keon Coleman and James Cook 2-manning over there. Either you're going to throw the bubble or you're going to throw the fake block, and he's going to ride. He's going to wheel up the field one-on-one. You know what I mean? Or use the trip side over there with Khalil Shakur, Palmer, and Kincaid. You have the weapons, and then you bring in a Samuel, and then you bring in a Elijah Moore.
Terrell
Things you can do with that right there. No, keep them spread out. Your quarterback is a dual threat. Josh right now don't even run. Sometimes he's hesitant to run now for some strange reason. He hasn't been running as he should have been running. There's no design runs. Except for that thing on the goal line, I don't know what that was. You faked the jet with 13 personnel trying to run him up the middle, goes nowhere. We're too predictable in certain situations.
No. They're too predictable all the time.
Very predictable. I don't see you taking a shot down the field with Keon Coleman when you finally get across midfield. When you get into that other team, me personally, look, let me tell y'all something about me. I've been coaching football, right? Let me give this away. Whenever Coach Muki gets across that 50 for the first time, if it's 1st and 10 on that dang 40, best believe I'm taking a shot. I'm taking a shot right there. From 40 yards, I'm on 1st and 10. We're going to go play action, and I'm taking a shot with Keon Coleman one-on-one. And you got to throw the ball up, too. I know they try to go slot fade. Josh, you got to put the ball up for Keon Coleman. He has a 40-inch vertical. Throw the ball up. That's where he wants the ball. All right. You got to throw the ball up to Keon Coleman. Okay. You have to do that. And something like that, again, was repped out in preseason and in training camp. But in the games now, you don't see that now. Preseason, it was going to Keon Coleman all the time, looking his way. You know what I mean? You don't see that now when game time comes. Why is that, Brady? You know what I mean? We put all this trust in what we was doing in the preseason, and you're not doing it in the regular season. Where are those plays? You know, so it's when you look at the first 4 games they played, who would have thought Baltimore would be 1-4 right now? You're playing a Jets team that didn't win a game. Miami's not good. All right, and the Saints is not that good. And the Saints gave you a run for your money.
Saints only got 1 win, and they just got it last week.
And they just got it last week because they played with more confidence this week because they was able to hang in with one of the best teams in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to give a team like that confidence going forward. You know, so that's what happens when you play down to your level of your competition and you keep the team in the game that don't supposed to be there with you. And the coach like Vrabel at that, he's going to beat you.
And now a 500 team is 1 game from out the top of the division.
Right. On top of the division because they have 1 up on you now.
Yep.
At home. So now you got to go to New England and beat them.
Under special circumstances, too.
Right. This is all I'm saying. And when you look at it, Vrabel is an excellent coach. And then he has 2 other head coaches that was on the staff, too. You got Doug Baloney, and McDaniels. So that's 3 head coaches on the staff compared to 1 guy that ever have any head coach.
And 2 barely coordinators.
Yeah. So it's frustrating to me to see a team as good as this Bills team play the way they play. Jim Kelly don't want to never do that. Jim Kelly would have got your butt out of there, man, by halftime. And then you put everybody in the game. That's how that works. You don't put the second string in. Man, you just don't do it. I don't know what promises we got out here. Sometimes, man, hey, Ray Davis, man, you know, man. Feed the dog. I gotta feed my number 1 dog. I gotta feed RB1. Let's start there. RB1, QB1, wide receiver 1, tight end 1. That's it. Those are the dogs right now. Everybody else got to get in where you fit in. Gotta get in where you fit in. This is not college where you're gonna get, 9 touches and this guy getting 10 touches. We're not splitting the backfield. This guy makes $13 million. You still on your rookie deal. So what are we doing? You gotta let James Cook cook, man. If you're not letting James Cook, you're gonna be in a dogfight every single time. Because just imagine if they didn't sign James Cook this year. Just imagine if they traded him or got run. Just imagine if James Cook was upset enough to the point where he said, "You know what? Get me out of here, trade me." And everybody's saying, "Oh, we got Ray Davis. We don't need him." Because you know how people get here. We don't need him. We got Ray Davis.
I like Ty Johnson.
I like Ty Johnson. I like Ray Davis too. But they're not James Cook. No. They can't do what James Cook do. So we're trying to win a football game right now. We're losing. I need James Cook on the field. I'm sorry. Decoy don't give him the ball, whatever. But he needs to be out there to pose a threat, to keep defenses honest.
Right.
Because James Cook is on the field, and in any given moment, James Cook can pop off.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
This ain't Alabama. This ain't Ohio State. We got 5 stars on the bench. And even they keep the dogs in the game. Like, you know what I mean? So
it's a divisional game. What was the game plan?
It wasn't the guard Stephon Diggs, I'll tell you that much.
You got too cute. You supposed to double him, just like everybody else did. When he was in the Bills uniform, torching you for 10 catches and stuff like that, what the team started doing?
Taking him away.
Take him away. And Dorsey wasn't good enough to scheme Diggs open. So Brady saw that, and that's when the everybody eats thing created when he got the offensive coordinator's job. Instead of finding a way to get Diggs open, he used that to, I guess, get everybody the ball. Yeah, it worked last year.
Mm-hmm.
It worked the year before when you had Diggs. But it's not going to keep working. Teams get book on you, and it's like, all right, we're glad they're playing this way. They ain't got no real dogs. They ain't feeding the real dogs because they want everybody else to eat. They want the rookies to eat. They want I'm just saying, you gotta let your dogs eat first. Your dogs eat first. Then everybody else can eat. I'm sorry. Get the game over with, then everybody else can eat. But we'll see this week what the game plan is going to be offensively. We know defensively what's going to happen. Their scheme is their scheme. It's just like, again, can't get them off the field, right? And I'm sitting up here looking at this play. New England was in trips, and I see Stephon Diggs as third wide receiver. And all I could think about was that Brandon Cooks play against the Saints when they was in trips. He ran that seam. Quarterback threw the ball behind him. He still made a miraculous catch. They gave him the fake touchdown until a review said it wasn't a touchdown. New England did the exact same play for 3rd and 9. Instead of him going straight up the seam, he just stopped in the soft spot in the window, threw on the ball. He shook Cole Bishop, first down. And that's why you can't get a team off the field when the game is on the line, because you plan in that defense that teams know how to beat you in. Period. You're too predictable. You're too basic, and your defense is not winning in those situations. You have to adjust defensively and just play man. What's so hard playing man right there? If he beat me up top, then guess what? They deserve to beat me up top. I'm sending heat. He's not going to have time to do all of that. We got to lock up and press up, especially Diggs at this point. He killing you. How y'all ain't recognizing where he's lining up at, where he breaks the huddle? He was the 3rd guy in. So that's saying basically your linebacker has to check Diggs. Or your safety 20 yards, behind the line of scrimmage checking Diggs. That's why he's so wide open. That's what I'm saying. We too predictable, we too basic, and we losing because of the scheme. We live by it, we die by it. And we die by it at the wrong damn time. That's all I'm saying. At the wrong damn time. Because offense want to play conservative, the defense want to play softer than funeral music at times.
You look at the Patriots, they had secondary members injured, all defensive linemen injured, and
still dare their Bills to throw the ball deep.
And the best quarterback in the world couldn't get the pass up
because they still dare the
But
ball.
that's what you was talking. You mentioned earlier. You got 3 head coaches on one side, 1 head coach, and 2 barely coordinators on the other side. That's not. And that's an easy matchup. You know what I mean? Like you get schemed out of. Like just like Brady got schemed out by Spagnuolo last year in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, embarrassing. I know you so much. I'm gonna blitz my corner and safety on 4th and 5
to the exact place you're going to.
Right, and we still doing that orbit motion. Like I'm just so over that orbit motion stuff. Like throw the ball down the field, man. You got Josh Allen. You wasted Josh. Josh Allen's gonna be 30 next year. He's gonna be 30. Lord. You're wasting his prime years, deacon and dunking, instead of, going to get a person that's going to blow the top off and, throw the ball deep. Like, why are we not throwing the ball deep? You got guys that run 4.3s, 4.2s. They inactive. They healthy scratches. I don't know how. Elijah Moore is not on the field, man. Do the bubble screen with him. Like, and
he brings energy too. Every time he make a play, he's
supposed to have Samuel and Elijah Moore on the field at the same time running crossers. What's up with Joshua Palmer? Why we can't get him isolated 1-on-1? Like, what's going on with that? Like, throw Keon Coleman to stand up and let him, run after the catch. That's what he did at Florida State. You know what I mean? You're not playing these guys to their strong suits. You're playing them to within your scheme, and right now it don't seem like they're fitting in the scheme. Because you're too predictable, you're too basic, and you have an arrogance with you that you think that you could just basically turn it on when you feel like it. And they did, but guess what? You needed the defense to get that stop for you. Because it ain't a doubt in my mind if the Bills get that stop, we're going to score.
Mm-hmm.
The Bills are going to definitely go down there and score, but a possession too late because you want to turn it on when you feel like turning it on, when you got to score. When the Bills' back's against the wall, that's when you want to start playing. Instead of just getting the game over with, instead of running your spades in the beginning, if I got 8 books, what am I waiting on? If we're playing spades and I got 8 books,
Not the fifth hand.
why I'm waiting to the end to run my spades?
Yeah, for what?
Don't make any sense. Run your spades, please. Run your trumps. Run your explosive players early. Get the game over with early. And then you can let everybody eat. Once the table is set, then everybody can come on and eat.
Especially if you insist on being so stubborn with how you do things, where it's just like, we're not going to specialize our game plan for any one opponent. We're going to run our offense and our defense, and we're going to beat you with it. So then give them the best of what you got. Like, stop sleepwalking out there and then being like, oh, Josh turned up in the first quarter. Every week.
Right. That's what I'm saying. When their back's against the wall, that's like, you don't have to go through all that. Just get the game over with early and let Josh chill out. And then let everybody else go eat. You don't have to worry about that.
That's when Mitch Trubisky comes in the game. Like,
yeah. Get the game over with. Y'all in your own way. Like, okay, we on cruise control. Why? Oh, you want to just mess around this possession instead of putting the team out of its misery early. You read, okay, let's just work on something. I mean, don't work, and then we getting off the field, or a turnover happened, and now they back in the game because we doing stuff that experimenting at the wrong time or whatever. I just don't understand, that type of play calling, and it's coaches that I speak to that agrees with me.
whoa, what kind of coaches?
You know what type of coaches?
Like,
yeah.
NFL coaches?
Yeah. There's NFL coaches that agree with me and concurs that it's just plays being called.
So he's not getting a head coaching job.
Yeah, hey, he's hot guy. If the Bills just lost one game. It's just that we're tough critics on the loss, and we should.
No. I will say I agree for the most part. That's how people operate. Outside of the third and fourth quarter of the Ravens game, the offense has been subpar all season.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, 30 to zip or whatever it was against the Jets didn't matter. The offense was not that good. The Saints, you fell into 30 points, wasn't that good.
The Saints, we talking about.
The Saints, who let the previous opponent drop 40 burger on them.
Right, and we let the Ravens score 40 points on us. We just let the Ravens score 23 points. And they lost to the Raiders.
The terrible Raider. Oh, my Lord.
So, second quarter, this Bills team is 0-1. They got to get back on track. They got to do it in Atlanta. Buffalo, I know y'all going to be in that town, turning up, going crazy. It's like, Buffalo is like Atlanta, like everybody is from the town lives in Atlanta. So I know Atlanta's going to be crazy this weekend. Man, it's going to be so many parties. Look, WIGO, we're going to have events every day starting, I think, on Thursday. Man, make sure you go to www.wigo.radio.com, or you can go to www.965radio.com, and you can see everything that's going to be happening, Buffalo to Atlanta style all weekend from Thursday leading up to game day on Monday night. Come on now. You already know what time it is. The whole town is going to be in Atlanta all weekend, and then we get to see the Bills on Monday night. Yeah, they got to bring the A game because Atlanta is definitely licking their chops right now. And, they're trying to play spoiler at home. I'm quite sure they've seen some flaws. And, again, we have trouble defensively stopping the run, and we can't get nobody off the field.
And B.J. Robinson.
Bijan Robinson is going to be a handful.
Oh, Lord. He's going for 230, ain't he?
A handful. He's going to be a handful. So I want to see how much urgency this Bills team is going to come out and play again on Monday night, because we didn't play with no urgency at home. Rivalry week. You know, I'm glad I didn't go get
I
a cold front jersey.
Cancel my
because
order.
it seemed like everybody was focused on those damn jerseys. Then the Bills doing their job and winning that damn.
And that sucks because they cold too. Jerseys,
The
nice.
jersey is fire, but I'm used to seeing red, white, and blue out there. So let's get back to that. All right, cold front jerseys, put them on ice.
Literally, yeah.
All right, I don't want to see them no more till next year. All right,
If
go
that-
old school Bills, go OJ Bill style. All right, go rock pile Bills look. All right, and have at it against this Rams because you offense y'all better get in some sort of rhythm. What you want to see, going into this Monday night matchup?
Oh man, I just want to see the offense make plays. I want to see the offense get into a rhythm. I want to see the offense get yards, get touch, get points, and look like a team that can go win a Super Bowl. Ed Oliver looks like he could be coming back. He's posting on Instagram and stuff, so we'll see. I would like to see him and Deion Walker together. I think that could be a dominant duo. I am optimistic. Obviously, I was emotional Sunday night, but listen, I still think
thousands of people was emotional.
I still think with the regression of the Chiefs and the Ravens, Buffalo Bills are the best team in the league. They just got to act like it.
Yeah, or they better not start acting like the Ravens and Chiefs and start stacking the L's, and well, that'd be a whole nother thing to talk about. But
see the Colts in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, because right now they're a hot team. Denver, they're looking pretty good in the division. Jacksonville as well. So again, man, there's going to be one hell of a weekend coming up. Make sure you tune into Power 96.5 on all the exclusive interviews, post game, all that good stuff leading up to Monday Night Football in Atlanta. Be there or be square. Power 96.5 WIGO will be there. All right, so everybody safe travels. All right, stay safe. Choose love, not hate. And wash them damn hands, man. We out.